I'm much more interested in what has caused anxiety and depression than I am in its specific symptoms. Those of you who are mental health practitioners, I know you're required to diagnose according to clusters of symptoms, but you can think about causes at the same time. What's really causing the person in front of you to suffer? When I ask people which of the causes of suffering are most bothering them, I'm often surprised to hear what they have to say. I had one person tell me, well, I'm taking the right amount of thyroid hormone now, so I don't have a problem with thyroid slowing me down, making me look depressed. And I'm good and sober, so I don't have addiction making it look like I'm depressed or having panic. He felt that a recent stressor had activated an old wound and that he was distorting the intentions of his spouse. What he needed was psychodynamic psychotherapy. Here I thought he needed to change in the dose of his medication. I always start with medical mimicry. One day I was in the middle of a psychotherapy session with someone when she was drifting off and she seemed uninterested. I thought she was resisting. Turned out she was hypoglycemic. Her blood sugar had plummeted. Turned out a granola bar was more important to her at that moment than an interpretation. Addiction mimicry, when people are telling the truth, is fairly straightforward. Now, having spent a lot of time doing addiction work, I can tell you that this is a very rare event to have things be straightforward and honest. But when they are straightforward and honest, and you know someone has stopped using whatever addictive substance or behavior they're accustomed to using, it's necessary for them to be abstinent from that for at least 2 weeks before you know whether it's the addiction causing the symptoms and the suffering or if it's something else. So once you rule out mimicry, you're left with 3 essential causes of anxiety and depression as I see it: unreasonable stress, childhood adversity, and bad genes.